Hello, my dear Cancers. This is Clarity1129. Welcome to your July 2021 monthly forecast. Before we move ahead, let me first wish you a very happy birthday to all of you who celebrate your birthday from now, because I'll be posting it in end June and the Cancer season is already here. All right. Have a wonderful month and I hope all your dreams come true. Now we begin with this card from the Vedic Astrology deck, which talks about Cancer, the sun sign. Cancer or Kataka rulers the moon, and your characteristics include sensitive, intuitive, nurturing, gentle, receptive, frugal, adaptable, musical, and cautious. All right, we place your card here. We'll follow the usual format. We shall take out one card from the Moonology deck for your overarching energy for the month. What is this? I don't believe this. Aries and Taurus got the same card, and now Gemini and you get the same card. Look at the bigger picture. And you're seeing I'm shuffling right in front of you and pulling out another card. Well, Spirit has Spirit's special ways to do things, right? All right. Now we go to the Universal Waite Tarot. That's what I'm using this month for your forecast. And we'll pull out 4 cards from here. All right. The first card is for your general outlook for the month, and you get the 5 of Swords. For your love and romance, you get the Tower. Ooh. For your career and finances, you get the Devil. And for your spiritual journey, you get the 7 of Wands. One card from the Sacred Indian Tarot for your health. And you get the Hermit. All right. My dear Cancers, the overarching energy for the month, which is also a message from Spirit, is look at the bigger picture. So there is somewhere in your life right now where you feel that you've been putting in effort and you are expecting certain outcomes and it's not happening that way, and you're wondering where is it that you're going wrong? Why isn't you seeing what you're meant to see? Because you've been working the way you always do, very determined to do whatever you want. You're very focused and you're diligent, you work hard. You know, you usually get after what you want and you're willing to put in that effort, and a lot of effort in fact. And you find that you're not seeing things unfolding the way you want it to. And that's exactly the message from Spirit, is that look at the bigger picture. Stop controlling outcomes. You are going to receive something that you haven't or cannot fathom perhaps. All right. But right now, and I can see that looking at the cards ahead, is that you are actually overworking yourself to the point of exhaustion, and you are extremely worried that things are not working out for you. All right, but this is just a phase in your life, and this is a time for you to learn certain lessons. All right. Your general energy for the month is this Five of Swords energy. You are putting, you've put in a lot of effort towards something in your life, and you're not seeing the outcomes that you expected to see, and that has put you in a place of, you know you're being extremely cautious, and you're trying to be one up on every situation and every person that's coming up, just because it's almost as though you're being cornered. You feel you're being cornered. It's not actually happening, but you feel cornered, that you're putting in everything effort, and people who are putting lesser effort than you are getting somewhere, and you feel that you're being given a raw deal. All right. And this is the energy with which you are entering this month. You are going to do anything that you can to be one up on the situation, and you're being asked to let that go and to just look at the bigger picture. You are not seeing things unfolding in the way that spirit can see. You cannot see, obviously you cannot, and that is why you're in this energy. But this is, you, as long as you're working towards something, it's fine. But working relentlessly without taking a break is not going to be very good for you. And how am I saying that? Is because this card is just staring at me in the face, and it's the center of your reading. And though it's a health card, it talks about exhaustion because of overworking yourself, tiredness because of you overworking yourself. All right. It can even lead to melancholy if you carry on like this and don't take some time to nurture yourself. My dear Cancers. Now, in your love and romance sector, you get the Tower. All right. Now, the Tower card is a card, as can you see it? The Tower is on fire. The top of it has fallen down. People are being thrown from this. What does this mean? It means that something major is happening in your love life right now, in your relationship. It doesn't necessarily, doesn't have to be a breakup. All right. It looks as though it's something, but there is something that's coming, crumbling down. It may be the way you have, or your partner has been in this relationship, or your expectations. Maybe one of you in the relationship has always been giving and the other one's always been taking, and maybe at this particular point of time, the person who's giving and overgiving has put their foot down and say, enough is enough. Now you give equally, otherwise I'm out of here. So that changes your entire way of thinking. You could be the giver, or you could be the taker. I'm not saying that. And this is just an example I'm giving, just to explain to you what I mean by the Tower moment in a love and romance relationship. All right. So one of you has to drastically change your way of thinking. All right. And this, suppose you feel entitled in the connection. Usually in most relationships, especially in marriages, the male in the family usually feels entitled in certain cultures, definitely in India. But and the woman is always supposed to keep her, I won't say desires, but her dreams usually are always, they take the back seat, right? So maybe you're asked to shift your thinking and allow your partner, male or female, does not matter. We are talking about energies. It could be any relationship, all right, between two men, two women, anybody. It doesn't matter. What I'm saying is the dominant person in the relationship, who has been dominant thus far, has to look at the other person who's always been giving, and if you are the person who's been giving, and your partner's been dominant, either way, then you will be the one who's putting the foot down, which will actually shake that relationship a bit. Or if it is the other way around, where you are being dominating, then it's time for you to look within and see where is it that you're going wrong. And if you have to shift your thinking in order to have a harmonious relationship, then you must. And this is what is you're being advised to do during this time. This is for people who are partnered and who are in relationships already, and including a marriage. this tower movement has been happening because whoever it is in the relationship, either of you or both of you, are not looking at the red signals, which are coming to you and saying these that this is not working out. There is resentment that's building up, or there is dissatisfaction or sorrow that's building up, and this tower moment is just waiting to happen. So what you're being asked to do is just shift your thinking, or get your partner to shift your thinking, or take a call. What brings you happiness? Because no relationship is worth carrying along if it doesn't bring you happiness. So this is the call that you are being asked to take. As far as singles are concerned, what I'm being drawn to is when you're going through a rough time in your life, maybe your career or something else, that is the time, or where you're going to bump into this person. Maybe this person whom you're going to start a relationship with, maybe things are not going okay and you're flustered, maybe you're not looking your best and this is the time you're going to actually bump into the person whom you're going to start a relationship with. This is for singles, all right? And those who are partnered, if it is time for you to change your thinking, then you should. If the relationship means something to you, then you should be willing to compromise. And every relationship, no matter what it is all about 50-50. Any and every relationship, romantic or otherwise. All right? The only relationship where there is more giving than taking is from parent to child, and not vice versa. All right? And in everything else, it should be 50-50. All right? Now we'll come to your career and finances, and you get the Devil card. Now the Devil card talks about, again, this is a card of Capricorn, extremely diligent as far as working is concerned, overworking themselves. You are being chained to your job, is what I am seeing here with this card. Maybe things in your romantic life are not going okay, or in your whatever you're putting in your effort for, you're not getting the outcomes that you want to get, okay? And to numb yourself, you are overworking yourself. These cards are all just telling the same story, that you are working more than you should, relentlessly, to numb whatever is happening in other areas of your life, to numb yourself from going into depression. You're just working and working and working and not looking at anything else in your life. And you need to guard against that, my dear Cancers. This is your birthday month. This is the time that at least now bring some love in for yourself, all right? And recognize, see, everyone needs to work. And if you're working in something that you really like to work, then great. You'll want to, you won't even realize that you are working extra because you love what you're doing. But even then, there needs to be a balance. There needs to be a balance in whatever you are doing. And definitely, if it's going to affect your health, be it physical or emotional, sometimes mental health is what causes physical ailments as well. Psychosomatic disorders, they're called. And in your case, with this Hermit card, this is what's coming to the forefront. We'll come to that in a bit. But don't volunteer to work more hours than you should, because you're numbing yourself from the pain caused from in other areas of your life. You're being asked once again with this beautiful full moon in Sagittarius card. Sagittarius is Jupiter energy. It is all about positivity. Look at the bigger picture. Things are going to change for the better. If you need to change your mindset for it, so be it. But do not try and escape the problem by immersing yourself into work more than you should. For your spiritual growth, you get the Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands talks about, again, this is just continuing to work, to compete. You are in this struggle of, staying afloat. You're just working and working. You're looking at people around you and you're getting into that rat race kind of thing, because you feel that the only way to get the goal that you want is to work even harder. And this is what is going to trigger your spiritual growth, because you're going to find out it's not just about working harder. It is about, and yes, working smarter, yes, but even more than that, it is about a combination of your will, which you have plenty of your skill, I have no doubt about, but also of grace. You know, unless you have that divine grace upon you, and for which you need to have a lot of faith and trust in the universe, because the universe always has your back, but you should not be blocking the grace that's coming to you. You should allow it to come to you. You've put in work, trust the universe. Don't feel as though the world is against you. Don't be paranoid that, see, it's happening for everybody, it's not happening for you. It will happen in divine timing. But first, you have to show that you have faith in the universe, you have faith in the powers above, by not numbing yourself, by taking it easy. I'm not telling you to not work, okay, I'm not going to work anymore. No, work, but there's a fine line between working and overworking. There's a fine line between balance and imbalance, all right? It just takes very little to tip the scale, but once it goes into imbalance, then getting it back to balance, it's not impossible, but it'll take more effort. And you are right now not in a very balanced place, all right, my dear Cancers? This is not the kind of reading I'd like to give on your birthday month, but I have to say it like it is. This is what's there in the cards. Coming to your health, you get the Hermit. You will start losing weight because of your working extra, and this is because your mind is not at peace, my dear Cancers. You are exhausting yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, and you need to get out of this. And the only way of doing that is to actually force yourself to rest. You need to take a break from whatever it is that you're doing and rest and recuperate. Take a little holiday. Work on your emotions. If you're in a relationship, whatever, you know, relationships, I believe, are the easiest to mend if both parties really want it. All right, because then you have to keep your egos aside and work towards what's happening. And if you have to just change the mindset, what is there in changing a mindset really? All right, but just look at the larger picture. There's beautiful things waiting to happen when you actually let go of control. Please let go of control, my dear Cancers, and whatever you're looking for will come to you. All right. And now we shall take out a card from the angel answers. If there's any pressing question on your mind, the angels are getting ready to answer it with one more shuffle. All right. So keep that question on your mind, think about it, and here is the answer from the angels, my dear Cancers. What do they have to say? Choose a new direction. So each of you will know what this means, whether it is a different job, or it is a different relationship, or it is a different way of thinking. Whatever it is, you will know best. You already know what it is. It's there in your mind, but you don't have the faith, or you know, you are right now you're being hesitant. Should I really? I mean, I'm comfortable. Even if all this is not serving me, I'm comfortable doing it. But Spirit is saying, choose a new direction. You are a cardinal sign, and once you make up your mind, it shouldn't be so difficult for you to choose a new direction. Cardinal signs are never averse to change. It is the fixed signs that are, all right? So this is as far as the angels were concerned and their answer for you. And now we'll take out one card from the months of the year to give you an idea of whatever you're expecting. You know, if there's a time specific question on your mind, when will this happen? When will things open up? When will I see things, whatever it is that you're waiting for, come to me? Then the month is September. All right, so whatever you're waiting for will come to you in September. And which area in your life during this month of July are you going to see changes in? All right, we'll take out one. Happiness. Wow, did every single group get happy? Okay, one group got one zodiac sign, which I think was Gemini, got love, I think, and everyone else got happiness, if I'm not mistaken. This is beautiful. So this is what's coming into your life, all right? You're going to get a lot of happiness, my dear Cancers, as you should, for being such a nurturing and caring sign. Happiness should be yours, but you have to allow happiness to come in. If you don't give any space for any happiness to come in, how will it come in? If you keep immersing yourself in work and nothing else, it's going to actually rob you of your happiness, no? Because it's not, you're not allowing it to come in. You are blocking your own happiness. So look at the larger picture and just ease out a bit, all right? And that's all I have for you, my dear Cancers. You mustn't be very happy with this reading, but know that Spirit has your back. And I hope that this happiness comes to you real soon. Wish you a very happy birthday once again. Bye bye. Take care.